Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It has been one heck of a week. I will tell you that. I am exhausted. This is my second cup of coffee and still pretty tired. So yeah, it's been a week. I've been having a lot of problems or troubles this week with executive function, remembering things like now. I've just been having a really hard time. A lot of sensory issues. Like this morning, there was so much hair, and I have two dogs. One doesn't really shed that much. He's a short-haired Chiweenie, which is a Dachshund Chihuahua mix. And then I have a husky, Siberian husky, and he sheds a lot. And it usually doesn't bother me, or when it does start to bother me, I'm like, oh, we'll just laundry, vacuum, things like that. The camera focusing, there we go. Um, so that's usually what I do, but I don't it's just been really bothering me this week. It just touching me, so I've had an issue with that, a lot of issue. I mean, even at work, like loud noises. If when the kids get too loud, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I need a minute. There's this one kid that's super clingy, always follows you around. Once, do this with me, do that with me. And I'm just like, I need a minute. Can you please back off? Go play with some other children instead of an adult. But so it's been pretty rough this week. I and when it gets that way, I don't want to do any chores and things like that. And so then I don't do them, but then I get frustrated because then it's all chaotic and my environment is all icky and gross and like someone do them, but I've got to be the one to do them because my husband doesn't do them and my son is oblivious. It just goes right over his head. So it's been a rough week. But it's been besides the roughness that I still have that job that I'm applying for. It's just taking a long time. It's taking a long time for it to happen, but I'm hoping by the new year, I can finish out this year with current job and then by the new year have the new one going, if not sooner, but we'll see. Speaking of December, December is also a very hard time for me, just in general. Um, it used to not be, but the last like I want to say like maybe 5 years, it's been a hard month for me. A lot of it is due to, capitalism, having to buy gifts and things like that. And I don't necessarily care about my gifts, and to a certain degree, my husband, because he's very difficult to buy for. So I'm like, here's an Amazon gift card. You buy what you want because I don't know what you want. But I don't want my son to feel like I think that like I grew up and like Christmas was like an event. Like we got awesome presents, we had family, it was a whole to do. And I want my son to feel that way for the holidays. He knows that Santa's not real. I mean, he's 13 and he's always known that. We've never said that Santa was real. He based off a real person, but not, I think it's more of a concept. So he's always known that since he was little. And I want him to have that. Like I don't want him to be like, oh, oh, this is my only gift. And I can see it now. Sometimes he'll be like, oh, he wants to do something, and we're like, oh, we can't afford that. We're living paycheck to paycheck. And he's like, oh, okay, well, that's all right. Maybe some other time. And I hate that because it's not that I don't want to get him something. And to be clear, he doesn't ask me all the time for things. Like he's not constantly like, I want this, I want that, I want that. He's a very smart boy and he's got a savings account and if he really, really wants it and we can't afford it, a lot of the times he can just buy it with the money in his savings. But he likes to use that as a last resort. um, which is good. And it's not that I don't want it. It's just, you know, we can buy this gift for you, but if we do, then I can't afford gas to go to my job this week. So it's kind of one of those things. Not to be like a downer. I don't want you guys to feel, oh, so there's a lot of people in my situation that the holidays are hard because there's all these extra expenses, and part of it too is not only getting gifts and stuff, but I want to be like charitable. Like I want to help other people too, like get things, and I wish I could get presents for my friends and things like that. But I can't afford it. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but anyway, so December's hard. Once we get like mid-December, we're in the beginning of December, so it's not too bad. But once we get mid-December, my mood just drops and it's rough. Um, and to top that off, I haven't played D&D in like 2, 3 weeks because of the holidays, because of Thanksgiving. So I'm like, I need my happy place. So let's go ahead and get into the NPC creation here. I'm going to use my Robert Hartley dice. I don't know. My camera's having a hard time, but Robert Hartley dice. So get those out. Here's the dice. Okay. So let's go ahead and figure out which NPC we're going to be doing today. We're creating one from the book by Jeff Ashworth. So we are going to roll a d4 for either big city denizens, small town tenants, outskirts and outposts, or underdwellers. So let's see what we get here. A 4. All right, so 4 is underdwellers. And we're going to pick common folk, nobles and leaders, lawkeepers and lawbreakers, outlaws and outsiders, or random NPCs with our d6. So let's see. That's another 4. 4 is on the roll today. So that's going to be oddballs and outsiders. Okay. Go. And then we're going to roll our d20. Let's see what we get. And that's a 14. Wow, the fours are really, we got a 4, 4, and 14. Fours are really going for it. So let's see what we got. Okay. We have Tix Texada, junior lamplighter. She's a junior lamplighter, right? Yeah, I'm reading that right. Lamplighter. So Tix Texada. Texada. I love that because I grew up in Texas. So I'm like, yeah, kind of I'm picturing a cowboy, but we'll see. So her quote is, I thought you might say that. She is a not quite elven-looking female with tight, pale green skin and a galaxy of blue-black freckles beneath her glowing yellow eyes, and practical clothes that seem somewhat otherworldly. She sounds interesting. Interesting indeed. For the insightful, this individual talks about destiny and fate in a way that suggests she's seen how things will play out. Ooh, I wonder if she's can see the future and stuff. She's got some arcana for that. I'm sorry if I keep getting blurry. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Seems to be having a hard time, much like me this week. So when arcane pursuits lead the curious into the realm of chronology, time itself becomes susceptible to the unpredictability of exploratory experimentation. Oh God, that's a sentence. One such experiment by the wizard Obadiah Oregon, known in the future as Oregon's Final Hour. I feel like this is a very complex NPC. Shatter the way time is perceived and experienced, such that time travel became both possible and impossible to avoid. This distressed the Lamplighters, a group of higher beings who maintain the flow of time in order to keep the universe from collapsing. Tix Textata, a lamplighter in training, has spent much of her life studying the past in person, part of her organization's effort to rein in the chaos caused by Oregon's disruption of time. She keeps her observations to herself, but knows every moment into which she inserts herself could cause another universe to splinter. Oh, so it's very like MCU, the multiple universes, time splintering off. So she's studying the past to see how they can stop this wizard. Wants and needs, Tix wants to learn as much as she can about the wizard Obadiah Oregon, part of why she has stationed herself just a few miles away from his underground chronology lab. Her secret or obstacle is Tix has to be careful not to interfere with the timeline she currently inhabits, otherwise she may not have a future to return to. Any event that unfolds in a way that does not align with those detailed in her log of destined lighthouse moments could further disrupt the splintering universes in ways that would have profound consequences for her organization and their allies. She is carrying 21 copper pieces, 3 silver pieces, 19 gold pieces, a chronogram for future communication, a log of lighthouse moments, events that must occur at the GM's discretion. Ooh, she sounds like a very complicated NPC. And also, not only because of the time travel, but like as a GM, you have to like account for that because you don't know the future as a GM, but this character does. So like you have to like, I don't know, that seems really, really complicated. Oh, okay. So yeah, she's trying to like study the past to prevent the past, and all those movies come to my mind where like it's like oh, she's meant there to be there all along, right? But okay, so that is Tix data, and then let's go ahead and see what she would look like as an NPC. So let me share my screen. Okay, share, share. You see my screen? Yep. Okay, you can see my screen. Okay, so let's put that in there and generate and see what she would look like. Oh, that's a good picture, I feel like, of her. I can see it. She's got the kind of elven features with the tight green skin and the the freckles and the yellow eyes. Yeah, I see that. That's a good job. Let's do see what Gemini does. Got to tell it to create an image. Create image. See what they do. Okay. So a little literal with the galaxy. I guess she could be in like space gear. I don't know. I feel like she would stand out a lot in this picture. Like people would be like, what the heck is she wearing? I also don't like that her eyes are just yellow. They don't have like pupils or anything. So I'm not a huge fan of Google's here, but I do like this one. Let's try one more. Well, let's try a couple more. Oh yeah. See, I feel like this AI generator is doing good with this one. Like I can see that. She's got the knowledge there. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. Mm, skin's not as green there. I don't like that one as much. I feel like that's a good one if the freckles were a little bit more pronounced. That's a good one too. I liked this one. They did a good job here. Let's go back to make it less. space themed. See if they can make it less space theme and fix it. Nope, I broke it. It's broken. Doesn't know what to do. Okay. I'm like, did they even change anything? Oh, okay. They put more mushrooms around her, but it's ex pretty much exactly the same thing. But okay. Well, that's ticks. Stop share. Okay. So that's ticks. And yeah, so and then I also wanted to share the so I was in a classroom yesterday, and during nap time there's only so much you can do if you're not like the lead teacher in there. Like if I were a lead teacher, I could work on curriculum, I could, organize a whole bunch of stuff and all this jazz, but since I'm not the lead teacher in that room and I'm supposed to be admin, after a while you run out of things to do in the 2 hours of nap time. So what I did instead was made a list of goals for next year. So I'm hoping next year, every year we say this, I hope next year is better, but we'll see. But I made a list. I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's going to annoy me. Wish it was just 10, but whatever. 11 goals for 2026. The first one is getting my autism assessed, getting the assessment. Right now, as it stands, I don't have health insurance. I mean, my job doesn't offer health insurance. I have state health insurance, but it doesn't cover autism assessments for adults. So, and to pay out of pocket, it's like it depends on where you go. It's between like $3,000 and $6,000. I'm hoping I get this new job that will have insurance and will cover that, and so it won't be as horrible. So that's one of mine. I also, my mother will be turning a certain age. I don't want to say online in case she's watching. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe you told them that. But she's turning a milestone age. And she said that she wants to go to Scotland for her birthday with her family. And so I at least want to go. I don't know if it's going to be feasible for my son and my husband to go, but so I'm saving up. I want to save up some money to go to Scotland, and that's in a couple years. Also, would like to go to one of my favorite game masters GMs is going to be in Canada for a fan expo. I think in like July, August, somewhere in there. Maybe, yeah, there. I don't know, or maybe September. I don't know. It's either the month before August or the month after. I think it might be September. But anyway, he's going to be there, and I would love a chance to meet him. So I would love to go to that. That's in Canada. He also has no, never mind. Sorry. I also need a new computer uh, because I've been gaming a lot more, but my computer does not do well with gaming. So like there's these cool new games that I've downloaded and I've started to play them, but my computer's like, I can't handle this. So I need a new computer for gaming. Also to travel, I have my passport, which should be all you freaking need. This should be all you need, a passport. But it's not, apparently. Apparently you need the enhanced driver's license now to freaking travel in the US. So I need that, which is stupid. And so I need to get that. I want to finish and publish my book as well that I'm working on. I would love to get a degree or a certificate in graphic design as well next year and start building a design portfolio. I also want to create a D&D character with every race, class, and subclass, which is going to take a long time. So I'm like, better start now. And then my last is to lose like 30 pounds at least. So you always have to have the weight on there, right? But anyway, those are my goals so far for next year. And I don't think they're like too crazy. Yeah, I don't think they're too crazy. None of them seem too out there, but we'll see. We'll see what life has in store. Well, that's all I have for today. I am going to finish this coffee and maybe try to eat some food. I haven't eaten yet today. It's almost noon, but I haven't been hungry. So we'll see. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.